One, I know it's All Stars right now, so lots of people are code hunting, and we've got some codes right now. Make sure you use the codes and stock up and get your 5% off because you know how it is, guys. There's feast and famine on these codes, so might as well take advantage of getting that extra 5% when you see it. So, I wanted to show you guys this breaking news on this weird 5-day event. It's almost like Evony is giving these older nostalgic types of events, but they're like cost effective for people. So we have the Dwarves treasure. We just recently had the Dwarves treasure like maybe 2 events ago. So they gave it to us again, which is very, very rare event because you can get a Cake 10 castle for probably $700 to $800. Now, this is dependent on your budget and your coin level, but in terms of comparing to a regular cake cost castle, that is very, very much a discount. So the butt plug castle I coined in 2023. I cannot believe that I have been playing this game for over 3 years. It makes me really sad because it's almost 2026. And you can clearly see why it's called the butt plug castle. And I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but it just makes you want to clench your butt because it looks so pointy. I hate this castle, by the way. But the castle does have some pretty good in-city buffs. What I kind of like about Evony is back in the day, they did give us these pretty big chunky buffs on these castles. And nowadays, what they're doing is they're rolling out castles with 4 or 5 buffs on it, and they'll give you more own to activates because, not everyone is going to be needing all these castle skins, but the base buffs are usually around 15%, 10%. So I like these older castles sometimes because it just gives you just straight up 30%, you know, for a couple of the stats. So, I mean, I still use the Mirror Lake castle for the range buffs because it's general range buffs that apply for attack and defense. So, I use that castle quite often, but I've gotten kind of into the habit of just wearing whatever new castle that I have gotten. So, it is what it is. Sometimes it's like, do these buffs actually matter? And yes, they do. They do if you're trying to get 5K stats, if you're trying to get 6K stats, they do matter on those, milestone buffs, but you know, it's all relative. So nothing has changed here though. I wish that if Dwarves Treasure was coming out with, this event, I wish that they gave us, newer avatars, newer, smaller castles, newer, whatever. But it's okay. It is what it is. But there's one more thing that I want to call out with the butt plug castle. So if you already have the castle, but you guys missed out on this chat bubble is a pair complement that gives you extra buffs. Now, I remember in 1008 when I bought this chat bubble, and I think I even made a video of it. And I remember being so disappointed when I got it. And I'll show you why I was so disappointed. I'm going to put the chat bubble on so that you guys can see it. I just remember thinking this chat bubble is going to be so cool. It says ethereal, it's going to be shiny, it's going to glow, and then it kind of looked cool there. And then once you get into the chat, it like literally is like one shade or two shades different than the actual chat. And the little decorations on the side aren't really that. I mean, it looks like a little Christmas tree. I don't know what that is. But that was $99. And at the time I don't know if we had enough double coupons or we didn't really double coupon these types of decorations. So that was so disappointing. But let me show you guys why the chat bubble is good for the butt plug castle. So you're going to go to that top corner and this is where you can match your marches, and sometimes they match avatars and sometimes they match chat bubbles. So we'll go to the very bottom here because I don't have the butt plug castle, thank goodness, but I do have the other castle, the mount defense castle. So when you look at it down here, there it is. So you're getting in-city ground troop and mounted troop defense and gathering. So it's not something that you have to get, but if you have a buddy, if you have a coining buddy, and both of you need that chat bubble, one person can buy it with a double coupon and send it to the other person as a gift. So, another thing I wanted to show you is that the historic city is this weekend instead of the second weekend. So, this is a pretty good subsidy. I mean, if you end up spending and getting, enough, this one would be kind of good to get. But you are at a disadvantage with not having all those extra coupons that you normally do on a 2-week event. Lots of people who rely on these dragons from the dragon wheel will be happy because you can possibly get one for somebody told me they got it for 100, but I believe it's 100 to 350. So it's a pretty good deal if you don't, have your all-stars dragons. It's something that you can use instead. So I would actually highly recommend this if you don't have all of your dragons yet. And then I never actually noticed this on the trial nights. I haven't bought a pack for this in so long, but I did not know that they give you these chests that you can pick your own general, but it's like the duty generals. It's like the older version duty generals. So, if you're one of those people that are on the cusp of your last star, I mean, this is a guaranteed way for you to get it, I guess, because it's not a gamble, right? It says open the chest to select an officer or mayor. So, hey, if you are in need of these, definitely check that out. And then let's look at my least favorite event, which is strictly buying something and there is no skill to it, nothing. It's just buying an ornament. So I will have to say they did get me there because I always want to get one of each, at least one of each. I don't even care about the buffs. I don't care about anything. I just want one of each because they really try to make you a little figurine collector in the digital space. So I'll show you what that looks like here. And as you saw, the way that I bought it was just from saved accumulated coins. So I love the fact that I have my my stash of ornaments. And I actually didn't know, did they expand the land? Because the reason why all of these are all on top of each other is because I only had a very limited space. So did my land expand? Maybe it expands the more ideal land points you get. I don't know. So we're going to start another row here. I had somebody insult my ideal land on my YouTube channel and I just laughed so hard because it's like they took it so seriously. Like that is the ugliest ideal land thing. And I just thought, I know. You know what I mean? Like that's the point. It's not supposed to be it's not supposed to be all designed out. I don't have time for that shit, right? I don't have time to decorate a garden on a freaking war game. So, look, I am not going to judge how you enjoy your time. If you like gardening and making ideal land ornament spaces, that is all good for you. I can just say that I have played apps that are very questionable. I mean, I played Gardenscapes, so do what you want. But I will say, we all got hoodwinked into this game by playing puzzles. So, what would be really nice is maybe if Evony actually gave us a puzzle game. See you guys soon.